But what exactly made the Elite Four such a goofy off failure? And is it as bad as everyone claims? Yes.
At Camp Itchy Coochie, what?
Camp Itchy Coochie.
Camp Itchy Coochie.
Camp Itchy Coochie.
What?
Zach and Cody promised to be good. Will they?
I can't tell which one's Zach and which one's Cody. I don't know which one's mine.
That's racist.
Cody and Bailey, meanwhile, are struggling to spend time together due to their busy schedules, as Bailey's picked up a job at London's clothing store. Also, they're cringe.
Who the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I still don't actually know who that was.
Quentin Reviews?
Like what we had, was it math we had with him?
But this is the Sigma Male content grind set. This is what we do here at YouTube.
I was gonna put racism on the list, but that's already on there like 7 times.
What if a family of 6 white people had no culture and went to school?
I'm Archibald Van Cleef.
Why did they name him that? Now, I am Zac Efron! Olivia Rodrigo sat right here! I got my driver's license last week!
Donald Davenport lived 5 minutes from a Wendy's. I never knew that from the show.
Dad? Is he a dad? Or did he just find a child to hold? Here, this lady? Let's talk about her. Episode of the hit show.
What is this? What is this?
What do you mean?
What is that? What is that? What are you wearing?
Oh.
Why are you dressed up
shit.
like? Why are you dressed up like Captain Hook?
This is just what I put on this morning. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even realize this was a British red coat uniform.
It is?
Wait, you I wonder what boring ass bullshit Zach and Cody are up to. Well, I'm glad you asked.
Well, I guess there's nothing stronger than a father's love.
Yeah, this was 2007.
Zach and Cody decide to do the dance together, and it's, you know,
So you're the beautiful Raven.
That's me.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, this was 2007.
Now London and Lance dance together, and it's, you know,
Stick to pants, son.
Yeah, this was 2007.
where the hell is Ivana?
Having a dinner party, gonna have baked Alaska. I really hope it don't turn into a fiasco.
Look at that guy dancing, I've never noticed him.
Springfield, Oregon, Mohawk Street Bi-Mart. I'm not bisexual, but I was still able to enter.
I'm bringing that up because this is their entire football field. This 20-foot long patch of grass is the school's entire football field.
Yeah, I stole this idea from Quentin Reviews. But did he do it in front of East High? No, I don't think he did. Unlike Elon Musk, he actually makes all of his inventions by hand, just in his basement.
Lab Rats has better things to do than make logical sense. Logic doesn't matter to Lab Rats.
That's why there's so much villain activity at this school. Villains are drawn to the Arcturians' power without even knowing why, like moths to the light.
How is that the best read of that line? I never noticed this establishing shot! No! I would've gone to this! This is just Max now. He pops in to say mostly unfunny random bullshit, doesn't elaborate, and leaves. Respect. I don't know why every species hates wizards this much. I guess they're like the mythical creature equivalent of white people.
The Duck family, and we are ready for anything.
We're a family.
That's my family.
If you hurt my family, I will hunt you down, so you better take me out too.
Like, shut up! Just saying that constantly doesn't make you more related to each other.
Academics is the one place I can excel and be my own person, not just Zach's nerdy brother. I didn't know you felt that way.
Like, what do you mean you didn't know? You guys come to this conclusion like every 10 episodes.
Skylar has 14 toes. Please welcome some dude I went to high school with, that I hung out with in group settings, but never one-on-one before until now. His name's Kobe. I hadn't talked to him in like 2 years. He does like VFX and stuff. I saw that on Instagram. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just ask him if he wants to be in this video, and he said yeah! Do you guys remember the Jersey Devil? Remember when that thing popped through the window? Scariest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. After this episode, we actually never see Porkers again. In my opinion, they ate him. After this episode, we actually never see Ivana again. In my opinion, they ate her. Trent the Bully literally outthinks Chase multiple times.
You know, you'll be back. You'll be back, and I won't forget you. You will be back. You will be back.
Alan, who finally got to meet his father after 16 years of abandonment and neglect, who finally overcame his hatred of normos and learned to look past biological differences, yeah, he's probably dead.
What?
Excuse me, sir. Who are you voting for? You're a coward, sir. You can't just run away from this. I can see you have strong and complex feelings on immigration.
And that is why 12-year-olds say bruh.
They could have killed someone. Like, what an exit. What a way to leave a room. Like, either have LGTB+ or just Q+ to be twice as inclusive, or just L+, rather than LGBTQ+, which sounds like the newest streaming service. So unless that was a completely empty passenger train pulling into Grand Central Station, Alex just launched 10 monsters into an isolated, fast-moving vehicle full of people. But she saved Justin. Also, check out this establishing shot. That was beautiful. Kaz is jealous. 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 Stop saying, "Aw, this wasn't sweet at all. I'm gonna kill you." On February 3rd of next year, you will wake up at this intersection with no memory of your identity or your occupation. To catch up to date, Bob and the British people
chose the wrong car.
Stop making car metaphors! Corey's humiliated and falls into a pile of horseshit. That's right, Skylar. Sure, thousands and millions of people are going to die and a whole way of life has been disrupted, but you don't live there. You don't have to care. What an important life lesson. Then Sophie crashes and dies. The end.
You want to be in the back?
It's annoying to me! That night, my phone took a really blurry photo outside the window. I moved my arm by accident because Zach and Cody and their friends were listening avidly, watching the whole time. I would call that a plot hole. If I had a nickel for every time a Russo brother's girlfriend dumped them on the terrace in front of the whole family, I'd have two. Holy crap. Look at Leo. Are you kidding me? There's another one.
To let someone else drive, you better be wearing a seatbelt.
Tribal council used to mean something. Apparently the opposite of being misogynist is being a trans woman. He just loves women so much in this dimension that she became one. Okay, so I looked into it a little bit and I realized that I'm actually not a black person. Apparently he quit being a teacher because being the omnipotent writer of all comic books was a better paying position for him. Slay. London's too incompetent to even go down a line one by one and put things on a sandwich. I love when series finales bring back forgotten characters, but Frankie the construction worker from Bon Voyage? Why her? All the hundreds of characters. And the writers said, oh, we can't forget about that one construction worker who had 5 lines. Okay, would have brought back Mr. Blanket if it were up to me. Now I want to take a moment to thank my Patreon supporters. Thank you, Patreon supporters. That's Bob Duncan. What? Yeah, that's right. We get a lore drop. And Matthew Timmons. Oh, Matthew Timmons. Chase doesn't think to use his molecular kinesis or force field abilities at all. He could just make a force field around Davenport and then use his molecular kinesis to pull him up, as he's done in lab rats multiple times, but I guess he just doesn't want to. We actually never see Bob again. In my opinion, they ate him. We actually never see Barbara again. In my opinion, they ate her. Also, I did not speed ramp this footage. In the actual show, they slowed this down and the cars are just like at a super low frame rate. Look at that!
Dang, girl! You got some big hairy toe knuckles.
What is this, a Nickelodeon show? Ha ha ha, get it? The dish is like 6 feet from the ground at this point. Like, girl, just let it go. Just let it drop. What, are you gonna scrape the side of the building up like 14 stories? Take a picture of old people. Woody says something a little zesty.
These aren't really gifts, they're assignments, just like all the other ones were. It's just, it'd be nice if you gave me something more special.
Damn, Alex, okay. Hi, Trent. I love you. Yo. It's Chase. I wonder if this actor's still alive. Like, how did they explain the context of what was happening to her? He looks like the guy on your college campus that you really just would go out of your way to not talk to. This old lady actor here in real life, do you think she's homophobic? There's no way to know, but I just think about these things sometimes. Chase from could never. We never see the Knickknack store again. The end. Episode 2 is called Holding Out for a Hero. Good title. We actually never see Maddie again. In my opinion, they ate her.
Man, you know what we need? We need girlfriends.
Who starts a conversation like that?
If I had a nickel for every time a Disney Channel series had our main trio meet their one-to-one gender-swapped equivalents for one episode and then never bring those characters back, I cannot think of a clever subversive punchline for this, and this catches the attention of the bully squad, who just bullied them yesterday. The girls flee the set and they get dragged away by a horse. Me when I get dragged away by a horse. He had a girlfriend when the last show ended. Where'd she go?
Don't call me Justin. I only go by my spirit name, Bursting Eagle.
Classic gifted kid burnout. There's a 7-Eleven right next to East High, which means that Troy Bolton probably ate at this 7-Eleven.
He ate a chili dog.
Holy crap, Troy! Oh, yo, she had that one haircut at one point. Oh, she had those round glasses that don't have a function. Those ones are cool.
You won't keep me down, you won't let me fight.
Olivia Rodrigo?
A full wizard, there can be but one. All power to a daughter or son.
Dude, it sucked to be a non-binary wizard. You just wouldn't be allowed to win, apparently. Kaz from Mighty Med could never.
Nice to meet you.
Cat fight. I hate Cody. Pop Me and We Both Go Down is unfortunately an episode I remembered. It's cool when Blur from Transformers does it because he turns into a slick car. Addison from The Sweet Life on Deck does not turn into a car. Don't be ashamed of the Lab Rats franchise, Kelly. We actually never see Armando again. In my opinion, he disappeared to an oil rig in the Atlantic Ocean or to guano mines in Peru. Bye, Donnie. Adios, Big D. See you later, Daddy Davy. We'll miss you. No, that's great. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. This is scaring me so bad. This is great. I want the world to uncover the Jonas Brothers spy show, because that sounds sick, yo. I would like to apologize to the dog park and its family. We never see Lionel again. In my opinion, they ate him.
I keep hearing an ice cream truck. Imagine if that's what the presidential motorcade sounds like.
You'll have to forgive me, I'm still getting used to this. So whatever, I guess she'll remain poor and lonely for the rest of her life. Bye, Maddie. I love eating people alive. So Zach keeps hanging out with this kid and going to concerts with him instead of spending time with his brother, Cody. Cody's his brother. I would like to apologize to Mesmera and her family.
What's his problem?
You threw a net on him 20 minutes ago.
Bailey, I have rarely seen a couple as perfectly matched as you and Cody.
He broke her ankle 4 episodes ago.
What is all this junk?
Oliver, you know what all of this is!
Look what the hunk fairy just dropped off.
Me when I look at what the hunk fairy dropped off? You could almost say college Justin is a delinquent, or perhaps delinquent Justin. That's the reason the episode's called Delinquent Justin, because Justin's a delinquent. Do you get it? Let me know if you want me to.
Guys! Get out of here!
Cody just walked into his bathroom.
Can I talk to you over here for a second?
Yeah.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. He was here when I got here.
What? I thought he fucking came with you.
The soundproofing in this apartment is incredible.
What's he talking about?
System takes control of Mosby's house and begins attacking the city, leaving the mayor to give Mosby community service for the damage he caused, even though Zach and Cody were in his house the whole fucking time.
Anyway, back to black people.
Oh, pish posh.
Cody ate a hot dog. Every Disney Channel sitcom must have at least one episode where girls angrily fight each other while screaming. 4 point... whatever.
Both of which exhaust... Oh, there's a wind tornado. There's like a wind tornado.
Luckily, the groove comes to them like a guardian spirit in a sequence seemingly written and directed by Dan Schneider. Get it? Do you get it? They join in. Carrie's like, what the hell is going on? They're like, oh, Mom, we learned a lesson. She's like, oh, I'm proud of you. And then she grabs the rope, and then they all leave, and they just abandon Carrie by herself.
But you know parents, they get all serious about getting serious.
They're genuinely talking like they're having sex off screen.
I love bridges!
You have to help me! Justin should have won this, not me!
I don't care what you think. Fiction peaked right here. This is Mighty Med. And I know I'm saying this about an extremely famous and prominent celebrity who's probably received 100,000 times more praise and recognition than 99% of people could ever dream of getting in their entire lifetime. Yeah, I guess that's the end of the sentence, actually.
She is basically like Phoebe from Magic School Bus, where she's constantly like, this didn't happen at my old school, except she dresses terribly, and Phoebe dresses great.
I gotta throw myself off the stage.
Make some room! You're in the show, Alex.
There's no other options for Tinkerbell. No other options. No one else could possibly play Tinkerbell.
Why don't you go bother Cody?
No way, he might have that evil lab rat with him.
Lab rat, huh?
I don't know if Zach and Cody know this, but the Queen is dead, so...
It's because Zach hit her in the head with a croquet ball.
Yeah, that's how she died.
Cody is a beta. I just want to put on the record that not a single character in this show is a Sigma. Finally, she has to confess to her parents that this invisible naked boy in their living room is actually their forgotten son.
You might notice as the show goes on that everyone is a fantastic actor, and she's there.
There is no other solution, he insists. There is no other solution, he says.
I'm looking at the camera this time.
That maybe one of you can reverse the spell. You have to be a full wizard.
What? That's the most oddly specific rule of all time. Robo Granny quickly goes rogue. It's apparently a program with the personality of an old white woman as well, because it exclusively singles out the person of color as a security concern.
Come on, why are the bad ones always so cute?
Bree, girl. We actually never see Esteban again. In my opinion, they ate him. Thus far, the character arcs aren't affected by this. They haven't started yet. There aren't any. We never see Mr. Blanket again. In my opinion, they ate him. So, back at the subway, eat fresh. It wasn't the water that turned the frogs gay, it was Newt. Victoria Justice invites Tyresha. Trying to discern political meaning from Quarry in the house is like trying to pull teeth from a duck. There's nothing here. It's just, I thought it in my head, and then I shared it. We can move on now. Thank you for listening. They're guilty. Caitlyn will go on such a character journey, man. I was not ready. Special shout out to the hero who carved the word sperm into every single fence post. The students on the drums and cymbals are not making impact with their instruments whatsoever. It makes me so happy. I love this. Which means, in reality, they filmed her looking through this window or this window. They thought they could hide that from us? No.
Only a rat could climb up there.
Why would she randomly say that? That's not even true.
Maybe you can use your magic wand to get Mr. Mosby to give me a raise.
Girl, you just asked him to do that like 5 episodes ago. It did not turn out well. Fuck, there's a spider. Fuck. You are too ugly to still be alive. Oh fuck, I missed. I wasn't firm enough.
We were a poor family.
We were very poor.
We could only afford one DS.
After this episode, we actually never see Buck again. In my opinion, they ate him. After this episode, we actually never see Kirby again. In my opinion, they ate him. As with the previous video, I'd like to examine the sets in Lab Rats Elite Force. There's the penthouse and this underground command room. That's all. Yeah, ours still sucks.
You know, it's terrible.
You see, they report to their father, Rhodesius. Cool name.
No, leave that gorgeous man alone. Reese, if you lay a finger on him, I'll... Why is the woman with the lesbian haircut the transphobic one? Zach decides to harass and manipulate the incoming freshman. Isn't he just kind of silly?
Yeah. Excuse me. Pardon me. Mommy, I am going to marry my Francesca.
No. Not until I play a song for you.
Why the hell does she say stop like that? Why the fuck would she make this whole wedding about her? Why is everyone so happy? Bruh, hell no. This narcissistic woman's ruining her son's wedding.
I'm a giant after all.
Cody and Bailey lie to each other and claim to already have a date. They're then forced to scrounge one together in real time, but tragically their every effort fails due to the fact that they're losers and they're both fundamentally unlovable.
That's literally the funniest thing I've seen in my life.
Everywhere!
Cody used to be likable.
Remember Muriel? Wouldn't it be crazy if she came back? Boy, have we got a show for you. That was a VeggieTales reference. But back at the White House, Newt finds himself too scared to kiss Ashley. No, sorry, Ashley, not Ashley. Mr. Mosby gets splashed at the end.
Word on the street is that his youngest daughter's name is just the letter R. We never see Dante again, so I guess it doesn't pan out. Alright, very cool.
They ate him.
Also, she never wears her pink hair streak in this show because I guess that's just too goofy, or her iconic outfit. They probably made a good decision to get rid of that. Ew.
The US Vice President doesn't even live in the White House. Yet Corey Baxter does. If that isn't closeted lesbian dialogue, I don't know what is.
I don't know how to explain this, but she's grooming him.
He dances. Truly a fatal mistake.
But I guess the writers just really felt like referencing Hugh Grant. I'm sure all the 7-year-olds watching really appreciated that one. Hashtag make Charlie Stewart a Wikipedia page.
Thank you 1521 Mohawk Boulevard, Springfield, Oregon 97477 for allowing me to roam this earth.
They don't attack the strong, healthy ones. Oh no. They attack the weak ones. You know, the ones crying and eating ice cream.
Let's kill Zach.
Any woman.
Teresa's just really not having a great day, it seems. Presumably due to some sort of...
It's just they're extremely powerful.
They're extremely powerful, guys.
That's like a basic iMovie page turn.
I promised your mother that I would turn you into a responsible young adult. Though I bitterly regret it. A promise is a promise.
Wow. No one has ever taken that much interest in me, Uncle Marion. Thank you.
Bro is sabotaging his own hotel. They run into an ice sculpture of Mrs. Berg.
Iceberg, get it!
Get it?
I thought the lesson was only kiss one girl per party. Unless the first one goes home.
Winston?
Why is he so ugly? Let's wind our minds back to the greatest show ever conceived. A television program so excellent that it arguably proves the existence of the good Lord God himself, Lab Rats.
Mr. Mosby makes a Transformers noise. Did Stickler just reference Transformers Animated Season 3 Episode 4 written by Rich Fogel? With a B plot in which the Autobots capture Lugnup but start on the movement, which was written in an uncredited capacity by story editor Marty Eisenberg, giving the original subplot of Bumblebee transwarping around the galaxy, getting relevant to season part season power transwarp. The third season is Stream Transformers Animated on the Tubi streaming app! And then Carrie kisses Arwen. Bestie, why would you do that?
But Skylar's like, no, bibbity bop kazow. I can't be pressured, no way, no how.
They made 12-year-old Cole Sprouse do all of his stunts today. I hope he's okay. Hashtag justice for Woody. Remember hashtags? Those don't exist anymore.
Alex is so proud of herself, she really thinks she won that battle. It's like, no, honey, you didn't accomplish anything. You just humiliated yourself.
Cody claims to have a completely perfect attendance record.
I have maintained a perfect school attendance since my first day of kindergarten.
But his ass is lying because Cody skipped class in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody Season 2 Episode 21 titled What the Hey. It was a whole thing. Armin chews all of Cody's fingernails out of anxiety. As you do. My eyebrow raises so high that it physically detaches from my forehead and travels vertically exponentially. Infinitely. We never see Carrie and Kurt again. In my opinion, they ate them. We never see Maya or Addison again. In my opinion, they ate them. We never see Arwen or Frankie again. In my opinion, they ate them. We never see Woody again. In my opinion, they ate him. We never see Bailey again. In my opinion, they ate her. We never see London again. In my opinion, they ate her. We never see Zack again. In my opinion, they ate him. How badass! Very cool. Best shit I ever saw. Life-changing. I pissed myself. That's incredible. That's amazing. Very cool. Wow. I'm literally going to name my firstborn child Labrat's Elite Force because of how epic this shot is. Cutest dog ever. I would like to pet her. Anyways, it turns out Jerry's racist? Unfortunately, Woody has not a drop of riz. Zack and Cody stir through the peephole as Maddie kisses the dude. Whatever the hell his name is, Jason. She's younger than him by many years.
What was that pill? Tell us.
Wow, Arwen! I kissed you and you didn't faint.
Why did she kiss him if she fully expected him to faint? What is this woman's problem? Woodlander.
I knew I would land her.
Okay, that was pretty good. The episode ends with London interviewing a fucking Bigfoot.
You can't ride a bike, so you can't ride a bike.
Imagine doing this to the president's daughter. This girl is one person removed from the nuclear launch codes. And I ran a poll on Instagram to determine if this was a lesbian haircut or not, because like I could be wrong, I've never been that lesbian myself. What?
Mommy, I love you.
They knew what they were doing here. Basically just me filling in gaps though. I think that if that were the writer's intentions, they would have had Harper blatantly state that's her exact mental state, like the characters in this show tend to do, because it's written for dumb, small children who are small. Shout out to London for being at the staff seminar for a staff she is not a part of. Now, both of these shows had pretty pathetic fight scenes. I thought we'd reached the bottom of the barrel. I was so wrong. Then they're all chased away by an angry mob at the end. Juliet's like objectively a really good person if you ignore the fact she's a pedophile. He leads.
Okay, first off, I'm a her.
This is like the wizard equivalent of secretly playing your DS in bed. The easel broke. The easel just broke. The roles are just announced live on stage in the moment. There's no callback list, there's no cast list. I love the Disney Channel. I refuse to believe that happens in real life. If you have had that experience, you're actually wrong. You're gaslighting yourself into thinking it happened. You should be ashamed of yourself. She has not slayed in years, let's be real. Anyways, plot. Woody wants to fuck London. Oop, I was being selfish, my bad. And she apologizes to London for being a bad friend. For the 90th time, there will be 900 more. Yo, babe, let's go on a first date on our deck. How old could this flag be if it's just a printed image of a yak? So I think scientifically we have proven that is a lesbian haircut.
We're arguing over who should get to keep our lab rat.
Surely nothing bad will happen to her anytime soon. In Night of the Laserama, something bad happens to her very soon. Her actor, Cozy Zulsdorf? What is Alex doing in the background? We also learned that Alan single-handedly caused a global sweater vest shortage. The end. Mr. Mosby offers to be London's driving instructor, and the next day in the car, we get the scene. Her actor is clearly, like, elderly by now. She ain't 17. Mosby's a nice guy. Fuck! They'll be roommates. And they were roommates. Freddy from iCarly comes by to check it out once again, only to make like an Autobot and roll out. Magic Unmasked is one of those episodes deep in a show's run where you go, really? This is the plot we're going with? Then everyone falls asleep on London's bed. The end. Now, we're 1 minute and 50 seconds into Elite Force. No relation to Elite Penguin Force. Where it turns out his initial fears were fully founded. He's a loser. And Cody works as hard as he can to neutralize the threat and establish himself as the alpha dog, which he is certainly not. Completely outcasting him from the populace of Anyways, they quit. America's Angel, that's what they call her. It is Oregon. All of us say Oregon. Anyone who says Oregon should be ashamed of themselves and skinned themselves alive.
I don't have an alarm clock.
She says she has no alarm clock? What's this in the theme song then, Checkmate, libs. In the B-plot, what would you do if I told you, if I looked you right in the eyes and I told you that Arwen's newest invention did not work? He's been chased by children. We never see him again. In my opinion, they killed him. And they ravenously mauled him to death mere moments after the fade to black. A scandal the United States government chose to conceal to protect the reputation of Chief Supreme Court Justice Livingston. They suspect the flowers are from a concierge named Serge. A concierge being a hotel employee whose job is to assist guests by arranging tours, making theater and restaurant reservations, etc. Motel 6 could never. And laugh tracks keep laughing as Clutch is in agonizing pain. And that is I-crime number. The nerds are all shocked by the presence of women who they've never seen before in their life. For example, when I was in high school, my theater teacher said that I improved my scene partners' performances because I injected energy. Bye, Wallace and Clyde. I miss you. Bye, Monotone Woman. We'll miss you. I know these actors were getting paid a lot of money to do this show, but I just feel bad for them.
It's quinceañera. It's quinceañera. Quinceañera.
Quinceañera. In moderation, Bob Bowen. Stop it. These babies aren't credited at all. What do you think they're up to now, 18 years later? Do you think these actors even know they were in The Suite Life of Zack and Cody as infants? Is there any way to learn the names of these babies? I'm gonna be thinking about this every day for the rest of the day. Meanwhile, Principal Perry is paranoid. I feel like he's one sentence away from revealing a pyramid scheme, which is so random, only in a sitcom, dog. Alex is not gonna let her rival get that cute jacket before her, and she's now desperate to claim it first at all costs. Can you tell men wrote this? These are fully grown men.
Officer Lamp, this is my partner. He's a goblin. I have a name. Yeah, but nobody can pronounce that. Was that short enough for you? Oh, now we're doing short jokes?
All right, tense race relations with Goblin. Mr. Mosby then sucks snake poison out of Zach's ass. I repeat, Mr. Marion Mosby, with his own God-given lips, sucked snake venom out of Zachary Martin's ass. Max accidentally creates a pumpkin, and he decides he'll live inside of it for the rest of his life. That's what he's up to today. At this point, they just need to find new friends, because guys don't really argue, to the best of my knowledge.
She makes you look like him.
I'm 90% sure Alex is questioning her sexuality right here. So now, Oliver is pregnant.
Oh yeah, we make this look good.
Bitch, no you don't. And I genuinely never seen that in my life before, because the hotels I stay at are for losers. After the mission goes smoothly and everyone loves Skylar as mission leader, considerably more than Chase, which is fair because he sucks at everything, as well as a scene where Harper tells Teresa she'll end up with Justin someday, which is a weird thing to say to his mother.
Hi, I'm Oliver, big fan of your work. You have so many amazing powers.
So all of these adult superheroes are just hanging out with the high schoolers and no one finds it weird. The end. London accidentally eats the poison apple and dies. The end. It's kind of haunting. It's kind of scary to just see that in silence. I don't like it. Ew.
Nothing. Are those Share Bears?
That was a mildly intrusive question for a teacher to ask. Goodbye, Esteban. I'll think about you every night until my heart and my lungs give out. Until I breathe my last breath. I will never forget the name. Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez.
In the arms of the angel,
Zach probably subconsciously wants to fuck Bailey. One final hella exciting thing about this episode, you guys are gonna piss your pants and shit your pants when you hear this. There's a new locker area in the school. You can see the stairwell through the door. It connects right here. But where the heck did the bubble come from? London eats dolphin food. This is going to give her telepathic abilities later in the film. I repeat, London, I'm not even gonna repeat it. It explains that he assembled Arwenstein from a kit he found in a cereal box. That seems like a class action lawsuit just waiting to happen. What the hell? I'm glad this episode exists, because having a mixed Latino family lets children of other ethnicities learn about different cultures in a way that couldn't happen if the show was just white people.
The entire country wears tweed. Even the doggies wear tweed.
I've never worn tweed in my whole life.
Yes, you have. This guy just said you do.
Oh.
London, meanwhile, claims she doesn't know what air quotes are, despite the fact that she definitely does know what air quotes are. But beyond that, the lab rats went on missions that no human could survive. Except Leo was usually there and survived. Nothing is more hot to a guy than defying statistical probability in his favor. This timeline is broken, and I've wasted my life by trying to make sense of it. I should be ashamed of myself.
Who's the mommy?
We are.
I've seen that arcade machine before.
Zach, watch the class.
I don't even know what to say about what I just watched. I hope they get married. Alan is branded the king of pranks and immediately becomes popular. He doesn't deserve it. And then everyone eats ice cream together. The end.
Let's dive into season 1 of Mama, or Mighty Med, as the kids say.
But don't you worry, luckily, it's a Disney show where boys can be as terrible and mean to girls as they want, and the girls will always forgive them by the end of the 22-minute episode. All threads converge in the movie, and it's mega cringe. It's a bit silly. Bailey's like, home slice, what the hell are you doing? And he cooks up the dumbest explanation of all time. Clap for me.
Please clap.
Will Mr. Mosby prove to be a Riz god? Will we as a society exclusively refer to him as the Riz Dizzler? Let's wait and find out. Zach and Cody walk around the Tipton, and you've seen it all before, so I won't dwell on the details. Everyone has the exact opposite of their normal personalities, and they're like, huh? What's going on? Why is everyone acting so weird? Apparently, she can freeze time. She never did that in Mighty Med. That would have been useful. She never does that again in this show. It would have been useful. Zeke's credited in this episode, but he doesn't appear. Why? Wayne. He's a weird guy. Oh no, 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 he's old. No, 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 Horace is... They need to reboot now. There's no time to lose. Oh, that's devastating. They physically abduct Maddie against her will to keep her from telling Mr. Mosby. But they casually tell Esteban what they're up to. Also, Zach used her hairbrush to scratch his balls, I believe. And then luckily, Cody pisses himself, in case you were worried that wouldn't happen.
Blades! Why is it always blades?
What does that line even mean? Why is it always blades? When has it ever been blades before? Why are there even blades here? And are forced to work for wizards against their will despite being fully sentient beings. So we'll just write magic slavery. Just because he's hideous and disgusting and has no riz doesn't mean she can't look past that to what's on the inside.
Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana premieres Friday, July 17th at 8/7 Central on Disney Channel.
Aren't you hyped, man? Kurt does not seem scared enough right here. This is some Amber Alert shit. Okay, pause. The Survivor 43 finale just finished? What the fuck was that? What the fuck just happened? That was one of the most brutally dissatisfying seasons of the show. I love being surprised, but I don't even understand what he won. Cassidy was running that game. People talked about how big of a threat she is in literally every other episode. Earlier in this episode, then she only gets 1 vote? Make it make sense, please. She deserved to win. I'm gonna kill myself. Season 44 looks really good, though. I'm looking forward to that. Carrie kisses Arwen again because this lady has problems. Meanwhile, Cody continues to be an absolute beta. Season 2, episode 11, Twins at the Tipton. It's like the dumbest thing I've seen in my entire life.
What? You're normos? Normos can't know about Mighty Med. I'm gonna get a normo cage.
Ooh, new slur just dropped. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna sit here and question it. Where'd they go? Comment below, where do you think the blimps are? So I'm gonna just slap the text transmasculine icon on the screen and call it a day. So Cody, he's cooking, apparently. Get it? He's He's Cody, meanwhile. That's a little weird, buddy. Both of their flashbacks end with them kissing each other. This lady likes what she sees.
Why are they going on missions? What is even the premise of the show?
The lyrics to this song Cody wrote are, I missed the bus as it came around, and during gym class, my pants filled out. Locked in my locker, couldn't find my books, and now all the teachers give me dirty looks. Came around with my backpack on, then hidden the books till the crack of dawn. Stare to the clock and wait for the bell. If it doesn't ring soon, I'm gonna yell. School's out, let's rock and roll. School's out, gonna lose control. School's out, recess never ends. School's out, party with my friends.
His actor's name is Josh.
So now they head out to the wilderness. Fun fact from the Wikia, the wilderness set looks very disappointing.
But hey, that's just the stupidest thing I've ever said. A film stupidest thing I've ever said.
Why does no one in the show have a Boston accent whatsoever? Why is the show even set in Boston? I don't know why it took me 37 episodes to think about that, but I can't unnotice it now, and you have to carry that burden as well.
The Wikia says, Teresa is credited, but she only appeared at the end of the episode, though it was mentioned by Jerry that she is out of town, thus she had a minor role in this episode. Why'd they write that in the most inefficient way humanly possible?
There's lots of quirky antics. The two rekindle their flame over their mutual love of punishing children at the end. Which said to fake right, pass left, watch it. Get your head in the game. And because every Disney Channel sitcom written by old men is contractually required to have at least one petty cat fight, they go at each other. The winner is Skylar. The loser is anyone watching Lab Rat's Elite Force. Maddie says her lawyers will be in touch. The end. Oliver, meanwhile, has become jealous.
You and Cody were perfect for each other.
When was that ever true? He said that she was too ugly to participate in a beauty contest. She never supported anything he wanted to do. They fought publicly like every 5 episodes, Miss Tutwiler. This is Gretel, the St. Mark's star bowler. Girl boss.
How embarrassing.
Then they abandon poor Miss Tutwiler, who's all alone yet again. What a loser. And then everyone drops Arwen. That's pretty silly. That guy fell.
Unless Alan donates some super erythrocytes.
Super erythrocytes.
Erythrocytes?
Erythrocytes.
Look, I don't want to I'm tired, man. I'm not.
Silly Miss Tutwiler. Let's all laugh at her, everyone. If you're watching this video, laugh at her with me. You just laughed like alone in your apartment or wherever. You're such a loser. I bet everyone around you was like, what's this person laughing at? London's pretty indifferent until her new stepmother arrives at the hotel, eager to have a role in her daughter's life and bring her to live with her and Mr. Tipton. Unfortunately, she's overbearing and she fucking sucks.
If I had 1 nickel for every Mighty Med season blank episode 3 that was a Halloween episode, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird. Yeah, never mind.
Tomorrow, I will be living the sweet life of Zach and Cody
Roll credits.
and Sanjay.
Oh, this is gonna be one of those shows where no one ever speaks.
Make us look like animals instead of people with a condition that with the proper diet and exercise can live a normal, healthy life.
She's a Twitter user, I believe. She's acting as though a user of the new application Twitter.com, you could say.
Luckily, for them, not for us, the audience, as a skeleton dances in the closet and a giant spider falls on his head and there's ghosts!
Truth is, it was all my idea. Jordan had nothing to do with it. In fact, I don't even know who Jordan is.
This story is not important.
Okay. Okay.
He became an American. Yeah, we're jewel thieves. We love stealing jewels. We've been stealing so many jewels. We're jewel thieves.
And sneaks into Mission Command to snatch the hero list by himself. The Mighty Met already did this.
You got pudding in my whistle. You got whistle in my pudding.
And remember, wood.
Okay. London's upset, and now there's 50 seconds left, and the writers are like, they forgive and forget. And Maddie's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then it's like, oh no, it's all good. And they just link arms and they waddle away. And then Maddie's also like, man, that guy was so hot. I loved kissing him. That was so cool. And there's a laugh track, and then London, she just doesn't care. And Lin-Manuel Miranda will never be Phil Lewis. Let's make that clear, Percy Jackson. There is terror on the sky deck. People are screaming for their lives at the sight of a remote control car.
You're not Dark Warrior. You're just a kid.
You're not Dreadlock? Fine. I'm not the evil Dreadlock. I'm just his assistant, Bob. Dreadlock came down with a stomach virus, so he made me come in his place.
This has the same energy as when Larry and the Peach stare at each other in that one VeggieTales song. And to me, an asshole sitting here with 15 years of hindsight, the solution is blatantly obvious. I went to all the adults to be like, do you want to traumatize my brother? And they're like, okay, I hate him. Titania was the mech suit one from earlier, in case you forgot. I'll always keep you in the loop, don't worry. There's an incredibly strange moment where it cuts between two scenes without a transition, and it feels like a jump scare. It feels like the episode was naked. And then Agnes has the audacity to catfight with our queen Selena Gomez. And then Bob casually comes on and says some corny shit, and everyone in the audience claps, and they think everything went according to plan. The performance was wonderful. Because Zack and Cody is many things, but subversive is not one of them. Of the 9 remaining episodes, guess how many progress this main storyline? Go ahead, guess. Just one. It's just the finale. The storm allows Arwen to look for scary abnormalities or ectoplasmic manifestations. Boy, I hope someone got fired for that blunder. Look at this gorgeous giant puppet thing. I want this. Where is this now? Who has it? It should be mine.
Hi, I'm Bailey. Hi, I'm Daisy.
On your mark. Get set.
Hold on a second. Let me just adjust for difference in arm height. Okay, hold that please. Let me just, okay, there's that. And 2 degrees adjustment on the fulcrum. Okay, ready.
And go!
They try to hide the book from Alex as they try to figure out how to take Gigi out of the journal without her exposing wizardry to the school. 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 Without her exposing wizardry to the whole school.
I'll never forgive you for this. Ever. I hate you. We may be twins, but we are not brothers.
I like how this is barely meaner than the sort of stuff he regularly says to people. This woman's moving her hand, LOL, we caught her, LOL.
Hey, Kurt! That's great, Dad!
Is that a normal interaction for divorced parents? Mr. Mosby still has not gotten the diamond from London, so that didn't accomplish much, did it? They do stuff. They're cringe. The Mosby and Tutwiler are both motivated here by a mutual childhood trauma of being unlovable nerds. It's so stupid.
My own brother! What?
Do they always talk at the same time like that?
Freaky, isn't it?
This is literally the only time they've ever talked in unison in 6 seasons of the franchise. It is from Victorious. Look at it. It's liberating. It's a glorious 2 minutes of them doing weird ass stuff on a beach. This is exactly what my friends and I do when we go to the beach. We whatever the hell they're doing here. That's. Let me just rewatch every episode of Mighty Med to see if she was ever shown or mentioned. No, she was not. I keep missing. I'm not very coordinated. Done.
That looks promising.
Hey, remember Maya? Your girlfriend? Your girlfriend Maya? Who you love? Your girlfriend Maya? Hey, Zach! Hey, Zach, remember Maya? Your girlfriend? Maya?
I'm so excited.
You are? Have you picked out your dress yet?
Literally every episode. And then the pedophile mirror insults him. Isn't that the most quirked up, silly little goofy aw thing? Oh man, I love this show.
Are you going to let Mom marry that?
If she doesn't, I will.
Okay, now I'm gonna go watch Survivor. I've been recording here for hour 15 minutes straight.
Woodrow Fink! Frank!
His name is Woodrow? That honestly redeems his entire character to an unbelievable degree. I love old-timey, stupid president names. I want to name my son Rutherford.
What does she even have to gain by pretending to be this stupid? That doesn't make sense. They've ruined her character.
I like to imagine that she just ends up with Travis and lives happily ever after forever. Okay, never mind. The Sweet Life on Deck fucked that up. Of course it did. Sweet Life on Deck moment. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like in Lab Rat's Elite Force, every time Oliver looked at Skylar, I felt like he wanted to commit a felony.
If there's a really big earthquake at Buckingham Palace, I'm the queen.
You're already a queen, London.
Wallace, we got a big problem. I'm sorry, but whenever I climb down from the top bunk, I'm gonna step on your pillow. I've nowhere else to land.
Once again, I struggle to believe that they're not a part of the LGBTQ+ community.
I actually love this arc for him. First of all, we get to see this whiny smug bitch cry like a loser.
The thing they do best, arguing.
They don't even fight that often. It's like one episode per season. Episode 4, Hex Kitchen, is, without a doubt, an episode of the sweet life of Zack and Cody.
Lab Rat's Elite Force is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that gets progressively more difficult as it continues.
Mosby, who was only capable of tapping his foot in the last episode, is busting some moves today. All of these grown-ass adults are just casually best friends with these 12-year-olds. In the B story, you'll never believe this, London and Maddie are paired together.
And I love you. You specifically, like, a lot. That's not true, by the way, I don't know you.
Could have done this. That would have fooled her.
Yeah, Cody Martin is a black hole where Riz goes to die. Zeke proclaims to the audience that only their applause will bring Tinkerbell back to life. No one claps. Not a single person. Unless he directs a school production of Peter Pan. Shit like this on the Disney Channel is why I was scared of high school going in. Imagine walking around as a non-theater kid and then just getting told by the principal you have to direct a play and you don't even get to choose which one. London promptly takes it. London promptly takes it as her own.
How can I trust you again? All is forgiven?
Huh?
Nope. Huh? Hold on, watch this.
Oh, but my Mandarin class doesn't start until Ling Yan Ban.
2:30? I can't.
The joke is literally that they can speak a different language.
She was the treasure all along, and she doesn't give a shit. Elon Musk's daddy, Mr. Musk, I assume he's called. Episode 14, Cookin' with Romeo and Juliet, sees the return of Phineas and Ferb's mom. Now she's married. Psych, bitches! It is Optimo! Was the Starship Tipton even real? Is anything real? Is there a god? In the B story, Cody and Bailey are ugly, stupid nerds. DK, have it your way. You rule.
I ain't cleaning that up.
The chainsaw's not running because of course it isn't. I make my mom laugh when I say that.
Daddy says there are two things that Tipton never does. Apologize and pay taxes.
We could have guessed that, honestly.
Werewolves don't eat cats. That's a stereotype. Just like how we only change during a full moon, we change every night.
Werewolf racial stereotypes.
It wasn't fun having all those girls throw themselves at you? Well, now that part was fun.
He was literally like 5 years old. How old were the girls?
Carrie and Kurt say, "You ugly ass dorks, why didn't you just communicate with us like adults that you didn't want us to be on the ship with you?" And they're like, "We're sorry, Mom and Dad." And then Mom and Dad are not mad at all. The end. Imagine how discouraging dating apps would be if they made that noise. Because it costs $2,000 per day.
Free for our guests who spend $2,000 a day.
Did you think I forgot about that? No, I'm holding these writers accountable. Using the excuse of being orphans as a cover. I don't know why I said orphan with a British accent. I just assume all British people are orphans by default. Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. I love that after she crashed a car through a building and abducted a child, they're still letting her drive home. In episode 10, The Rock, Wallace and Clyde actually take steps to taking over Mighty Med. Remember that? Remember that when that was their plan? Cody and Bailey awkwardly dance in place next to each other. But who gives a shit about that? Also, age update. Zach is 13 years old.
You know, Mom, I've learned a lot in my 13 years.
Which implies to me that Cody may be as well. The doorman in the background just talked for the first time. His name is Norman. Norman the Doorman. I like that. That rhymes.
Oh, he casts a giant shadow.
Hey, little bro.
Get it? Big shadow. Get? Do you Bro! Ugh. Gus films it vertically. This is a movie, man. High school theater ass acting. I wanted to shut his fucking mouth. He called her ugly the whole day. This is a disaster.
This is a disaster!
I miss Esteban so much. It's not a 2000s sitcom if we don't bully the homeless. I need a new chair. Recent jewel theft victim identifies Esteban as the last person who was in her room and is fully convinced that he is the thief. Racial profiling moment. Gus thinks that Skylar's performance is severely lacking. Honestly, based.
Oh, by the way, I'm Maya. I'm so sorry, and I will not be there for Thanksgiving.
Why would she say this? And Zach enjoys his new car. That lasted about as long as the last time Kurt gave them a car. Let me break it down for your tiny baby brains to understand. Let me chew your meal for you, babes, and spit it into your mouth. Mosby and Tutwiler arrive on the same island, and the kids have returned to the USS Tipton. Miss Tutwiler dies of starvation off screen, and Mr. Mosby is mauled to death by nearby animals. The end. Like, no one was name-dropping God in Mighty Med. Cody finally gets the opportunity to dance with Bailey, and she's stupid. Imagine if all the extras in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody were willing to sacrifice their lives the way Tom Cruise is. That would have been a way different show.
However, he is not a thief.
Mosby, are you sure? Are you sure about that?
Keep running in here to Blot, which makes me sweat more.
There's a Transformer named Blot. He's purple. Bailey realizes he screened her results and yanks up his litter hose and scrunch his ball sack, which I think is assault. When I have kids someday, when I'm teaching them how to drive, I'm gonna tell them this thing is called a Prindle. They're going to think their entire lives that this object is a Prindle. I don't want the dirty gear shift word to come out of their filthy mouths. So breaking news, I'm here to deliver this scoop hot off the presses. This is not pre-Hannah Montana Mitchell Musso. This is just some guy without a name, without an identity. 7:30 is such a pathetic bedtime for an 8th grader. Like, I'm sorry, if you're in 8th grade and your bedtime is 7:30, get new parents. They decided to keep bringing him back and expand his characterization. He's hungry. He likes eating. That's really all the fleshing out they did. For other creepy down bad characters like Oliver, for instance, this would just be Tuesday. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. You will never guess what thrilling events transpire in the 5th episode of the 3rd season of the Disney Channel original televised program The Sweet Life on Deck, created by Jim Gogan and Danny Callis, entitled Das Boots, written by Pamela Eels O'Connell. I cannot wait to transcribe them for your entertainment, whilst providing laughs and commentary along the way. Let's dive in. Alan just assumed the first black girl he saw was his daughter, and immediately began babysitting her.
He's very casually racist, but only against normos.
The Great Defender doesn't even have a kid? I love pranks!
It's a good show. Can the police in Centrum City just do their damn job, please? Chinchillas are ugly as hell. You are weaponizing your child's emotions, good sir. Ruining the night by being old, I suppose. Too elderly.
I knew you had a little gig out here in LA, so I thought I'd fly out so we could have a nice little family weekend.
This woman is always very eager to see her ex-husband. A jealous Kaz. A lot of sentences in this script begin with a jealous Kaz or a jealous Oliver because they're jealous little bitches, man.
Hey, sweet thing.
Okay, that was kind of brilliant. He storms away and tells her he's not going. I hate his ass. In the B story, Cody's a bitter bitch. I am sorry, I called it San Francisco Bay Bridge last time. I thought they were synonyms. How was I supposed to know? Literally the only difference between them is that Cody's the protagonist and Moose isn't.
I can't believe I might be losing Bailey.
And also Moose probably isn't a beta. They apologize and make up for the 100th time, and there's thousands more to go.
I suppose you can do better?
Why would he assume she isn't capable of doing better? He spends 22 minutes throwing hissy fits. Let's beat his ass. If you're in high school, your plays are terrible. You think they aren't, they are.
Oh, Mr. Mosby! I'm back!
What would he have done if Mr. Mosby wasn't in the room? The key to Riz is being a little string cheese ass whiny bitch. Hey there, ladies. Can I tell you how Kathleen Kennedy ruined Star Wars? I have missed this man so much. Because Alan's destiny as a character is to suffer, rightly so. A completely random character to revive, and believe it or not, she's now gonna be recurring all the way until the end of the series. Unfortunately, she's annoying as hell and she won't shut up. This would literally be like a relationship ending, friendship ruining interaction in real life, but in a sitcom, it's like a Wednesday afternoon.
Huh?
Stinky help you thinky.
It has smarticle particles?
Roll credits.
Is Mr. Tipton just Elon Musk? Next he just needs electric cars that burn on fire. Anyway, Zach and Cody are causing all sorts of chaos! Good heavens! Kaz starts to suspect his gym teacher, Mr. Patterson, because he saw him walk through a wall. I choose to believe that Kirby from Sweet Life on Deck could also walk through walls.
Oh, is that Jordan? Hi, Jordan.
Ooh, is that Cody?
Raina, who clearly wants Cody to crack 4 of her eggs, if you know what I mean. London thinks this mannequin is a real person.
Think of all the great school projects we've done together. Together? Yeah. Name one.
The bacteria study from season 3, episode 17 foiled again. Then they project mating calls off the side of the boat.
I hate bridges!
Chorus was right to neglect this child. This is something you need to get used to. Bailey going... But either way, the show is almost unwatchable from here on out, and it's all Cody Martin's fault.
What up, Goonizzles?
Episode 18, Splash and Trash, is Bailey's 3rd consecutive absence. I think Debbie Ryan died. Mulch Ado About Nothing is a poor episode. It can only afford one plotline.
Hey, I'm Selena Gomez from Wizards of Waverly Place, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Me when I'm Selena Gomez from Wizards of Waverly Place and you're watching Disney Channel. London also kisses Max.
He's a child.
Well, for now. But 5 years from now, when we're in the same grade, you can sit next to me.
Let's kill her. Mosby says his favorite celebrity is Prince Charles. I bet he was incredibly excited on May 6th, 2023. Newt. He's stupid. Maddie offers London the chance to babysit Zach and Cody since she needs the money more. But she's stupid. I have more commentary to provide than usual. The SS Tipton sucks. Cody's the kind of activist who would super glue his hand to the freeway to block traffic and then toss the glue down the drainage pipe to the ocean. Like, man, what are you even cooking here?
I never gave up. I knew that somehow, someday we'd be together again.
Thank you, friends, for listening to my laughs and commentary regarding the thrilling events that transpired in the 5th episode of the 3rd season of the Disney Channel original televised program, The Sweet Life on Deck, created by Jim Gogan and Danny Callis, entitled Das Boots, and written by Pamela Eels O'Connell.
You guys go to school on a ship? Yep, it's a sweet life. You should join us. Can't. I'm in the band.
Roll credits.
I'm still in love with my ex-girlfriend, Bailey.
You are?
You are? Some excuse to let her down easy. Thank you for playing along, Bailey.
Oh. Right. Playing along.
What incredible relationship drama. London also claims to not care about Mosby in this episode because nothing sacred in this show should have ended 3 years ago before they even got to this stupid ass boat.
Who's the fuck? Which one did Selena date?
Actually, Nick.
I don't know. What's the difference?
I know it wasn't Kevin.
No, no one would date fucking Kevin.
It's not your choice, it's mine. And I choose you over Yale.
You deserve to go to Yale.
Yale won't be the same without you.
Ew, I do this publicly. Bailey Pickett just gave up Yale for Cody Martin. She's literally gonna regret this decision for the rest of her life.
Hello?
I have a problem. I'm gonna miss you.
That was so dramatic. Mr. Mosby uses his newfound ribbon twirling skills. It's a whole thing.
Woody took the place of Esteban. And that's just how the business goes.
Whoa, chick fight with only one chick.
I disrespect a woman.
She still She used to know which one was which! As the boys ascend the spiral stairs, we get one last reassurance that they still fucking suck as people, and they haven't learned a damn thing.